Is a man whose vision has got the streets talking, and I think we are missed the another moment in urban culture history, man. We got director X in the house.
What's up?
The man behind the new movie SuperFly.
Yeah, man. How you feeling? You saw it last night? You was there?
I had to go to another thing, but I'm going to see the movie on Monday.
Okay, great.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man.
I was excited from the first time I saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
When I first heard that they was doing a remake, I can honestly admit I wasn't excited. You know, like,
of course,
we love our things.
We all know. We all know what it is.
Like, no one wants to draw eyebrows on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, man.
I'm here for this twice.
Yeah, man. We made it really with the original in mind. We really, took the original movie, broke it down. So those characters are back, the major story points are back, and then from there we're able to expand on it. But this is SuperFly. This is, like you'll see what it is we was up to.
And when I look at your body of work, even when you talk about just the videos that you've directed, you've always had a dope look, a dope style to what you brought to music videos. And you rewind years back when you was hype about the whole Hype Williams transition into movies, and they gave him one shot and it didn't work out. I think this is going to turn out differently, man. You already got your next thing?
I'm super superstitious, so I don't talk about next. I'm just dealing with what is. So we got to get this out, and hopefully people go see it. We've done a lot of test screenings. We've shown some folks. So when people see it, they really enjoy it, right? So we just got to get them in seats to let people know it's really a fun ride. I mean, if you really get in there with a good theater, like a good group of people, you luck out and get a nice loud, you'll have a really good time, man. People is yelling and screaming, you know what I mean? So, hey.
Now, from an artistic standpoint, what was something that you saw growing up that, beyond being a good movie or good story, it was like, yo, that's a dope shot. How did they shoot that? What was something that really, made you go, oh, snap?
Well, truthfully, man, when I was growing up, the movies I was just into the movies. It was music videos that made me see the art of the photography, of the motion, right? And Hype was one of the first people, Hype Williams was one of the first people who really brought that art to music videos. Where you really like, oh, look at that. That looks like something. Like, remember Wu-Tang, Can It All Be So Simple?
Yeah.
I remember when that video came out, everyone wanted a video that looked like that. It was just so impactful. It just looked beautiful. It was just a way of seeing ourselves that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah. Now, would you say it's more expensive to do videos now or way less? Because I've heard varying things. Because I thought it would be cheaper than ever to really bang it out.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you're doing a big video for a big artist and you're going to pull up the trucks and the trailers, that costs what it costs. There ain't no way around that. So that, you need to come with big bank. But if you are a young artist or a young director and you're someone who just has the fire and the passion, you can go shoot something with your phone nowadays and make something really good. So we're in a time when you can make something great without having to have the backing of a big record label that's going to invest $100,000 or tens of thousands, or the money that it takes to go and get the trucks. Like, you don't always need the trucks now. And with the internet, you can get it out there and people can see it, and it's legitimate. It can really rock. So it's a good time. But yeah, on the high end, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is.
Word. Now walking into the room, you exude confidence and stoicness. But what was that first call that you got when you was gonna work with an artist who you was like, well, all right?
I mean, I'm a calm dude in general, but the call that really got me hype, I don't know. No, it's different. Korn. I did a video for Korn, and that was exciting to step out of the world I was so used to, right? Called Korn Coming Undone, and that was an exciting moment. But for the most part, man, I'm just working, bro. You know what I mean? It's like
cranking them out.
Yeah, you got to go to work. I was too busy to be excited, I guess. I don't know how you know.
Now, does John Davis from Korn reach out to you personally, or does the label reach out, or?
It's always a mix, man. The label might reach out. It might be an artist, might be a manager. It all varies how these things come together.
Man, so SuperFly drops on the 13th.
Yes.
A lot of times when a movie impacts the culture in a certain way, the movie could be great, but sometimes it impacts the culture in a certain way.
Yeah.
In certain places when Boys of the Hood dropped,
yeah,
gang culture rose.
Yeah.
When New Jack City dropped, more drug dealers came out of nowhere. What do you think people are going to walk away from this movie with? And do you think it's gonna affect the culture in that way?
Not. I mean, I purposely made this to not look like reality. I didn't want kids to watch this movie and they'd be like, "We need to step our gangster up. Our neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't rough enough." So we're not really in the hood like that. The bad guys. This is way more Fast and Furious action movie than it is, hardcore, gritty street tale. Like if you're coming to SuperFly 2018 trying to get some drug dealing pointers, you've gone to the wrong movie, my friend.
Gotcha.
I ain't trying to help none of y'all.
That's good to hear.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving you tips or pointers or secrets. You don't get none of that with this. This is just an action movie, very, like, you don't go to Ocean's 11 to learn how to rob a bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go to Ocean's 11 to have the adventure and have the fun, and they're going to climb up the side of the building and drive a car out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to do something. That's where we're at with it. It's just a fun little action movie. Yeah, the setting is the underworld, but we don't get so deep into it that you're learning something new about it that you didn't know. We purposely did it. Like the original Superfly, they snort coke to say hi. Yeah. Straight up, like, what's up? And literally, scene after scene, that's how they say hello to each other. And I just wasn't going to put that in the world, man. I just wasn't in the mood for that. So.
And it seems like cocaine use is making such a strong comeback. And maybe it never really went anywhere, but you just see it glorified.
Yeah.
More so even amongst, like, artists. So, you know, G-Eazy, you like, you got cocaine?
I mean, allow that. If they want to do that, that's them. I'm allow that. But I ain't going to put young, sexy Trevor Jackson doing super cool stuff and kicking people's asses and driving cars and having 2 girlfriends and snorting coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not going to do that.
The cocaine gave him the energy to kick higher.
Yeah, like if I'm going to go do things like that have much deeper ramifications, right. I feel. So if we're going to do that functional addict cocaine deal, we want to make that serious, then we can go into what it really is. Then we got to show those. I couldn't imagine myself portraying him as a functioning addict without actually showing some of the ramifications of that addiction, and what he would do. And I mean, that would be an interesting movie, but that's not popcorn and sit back and have a good time and yell at the screen. That's, movie like that, it feels like you need to leave and think about the world.
Figure out your life.
Yeah, it's a heavy piece. Didn't know it was like that. I'm going to go think about the world right now. No, this one, like I said, man, we Fast and Furious. We driving white cars and blowing things up, and you know what I mean? Bad guys wear all white, drive white cars, have white guns, have a white house, white furniture. They call themselves Snow Patrol. Priest just is like Sherlock Holmes, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing that, man. We're doing that. Come and have a good time.
I can't wait to see it, man. When you talk about the cast, man, Black Hollywood is in full effect right now, and to get guys like, Trevor, guys like Jason, who are absolutely just murdering everything in sight and everything that they've been in. Did you have a hand in casting the people, or?
Yeah, of course. Look, this was a big old thing. We saw everybody. This was not a little Joel Silver, myself, all the executives, Sony Pictures, all the way to the top, the chairman, looking at these tapes saying who's going to be this, who's going to be that. So Trevor really came in and gave a performance that was he was quiet and intelligent and reserved and had a swag to it that not everybody had. He wasn't just, being himself. He really becomes someone else. Like you saw in this interview, like he's a really, you know what I'm saying? He's moving, excited. He's going. But the priest in the movie is very calm and together. Like you said, someone you like but afraid of at the same time.
Now, I know sometimes politically these questions can't be answered, but I got to shoot my shot. Who tried out and didn't get it? Who tried out and didn't get it?
Oh, of course I can't say these things, brother. You know what I mean? It's like,
can't blame me for trying it, right?
Of course. But I'm
is it a lot of people
too secretive in life.
Is it a lot of people that we know that went out for it?
I mean, on the come up, there's a lot of people on the come up that definitely tried out. Some folks just, you really got to stay on your craft, and when you're an actor, it is not a game with staying in shape and keeping your sexy up. If you want to be a leading man, you need to look like a leading man, So there's all those kinds of things. These are real conversations. You got to take your shirt off when we go, ooh. You know what I mean? What happened to my boy there and Black Panther?
Oh, Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Some girl, her dentist, apparently she broke her retainer when the boy took off his shirt.
Saw that,
She snapped her own teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it means to be a movie star.
Yeah, that's the type of visceral reactions you want to get from people.
Hell yeah.
Like, what is your personal favorite movie?
My personal, I mean, I don't have like a top, but I got my range. I'm a big imagination guy, so, the Godfather movies 1 and 2. To me, I'll take like whole chunks, like Terminator 1 and 2 are one movie. You know what I mean? Godfather 1 and 2. That Alien and Aliens 1 and and I like a lot of big imagination, exciting things like that. And then I even go all the way. I really love animation. You know what I mean? Some of those early Japanese animes like Ninja Scroll or Ghost in the Shell or Akira. You know, these are really great pieces of filmmaking beyond just being drawn. So I really enjoy those kinds of things. And yeah, man, that's kind of when I think about movies, that's the zone I get to.
Now, for those who are just checking in, we're talking to Director X, originally from Toronto.
Yeah, man.
You guys are neighbors, but you're still in another country.
Yeah.
They give us such a hard time going over there. Are y'all afraid of Americans?
I don't. It's a lot, man. The border is always the border between Canada and America. You would think they'd all be more friendly because the flip side, Canadians coming over get their own little hard time. It's really too much and disappointing actually because you would think that they at the border they should be welcoming people and y'all come in with pockets full of money. Let's get it. Let's welcome. Come again should be the attitude. But I hear lots and lots of stories about the border. But just come on, man. Just a little hiccup. Once you get into the country, though, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Hortons, man. Best apple fritter I ever had.
Timmy's.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
But
what
is the street life in Toronto similar to what goes over here over here in the States?
Yeah, I mean it's all the same, bro. The streets are the streets. No matter where you go, the underworld is on and popping, and it's that culture. Toronto's maybe a little more multicultural with how they do it, but at the end of the day, like I said, the underworld is everywhere.
Very interesting influx of Jamaicans. In Toronto, like I was, walking around and it's like, if you want Jamaican food, go over there.
Yeah,
like,
the West Indians. When I was growing up, I'm a first generation Canadian. My mother's from Trinidad. My friends, all of us, when we would grow up, we say, where are you from? And you say the island your parents are from. We were all really strongly connected with what that was. And the African kids weren't quite in their comfort zone, so a lot of them would pretend they were West Indians. But now the African kids are kind of holding theirs. They're proudly saying they're from Ghana, Nigeria. Even out here, you can see the African culture, right? That generation is also coming up. East African kids are really bigging up their chest. But it's a lot like Britain, where that West Indian influence has permeated into just popular culture out there. Drake's a great example. They joke about Jamaican Drake versus Southern Drake. I mean, it's just the way that place runs, man. I did a TV show with a bunch of kids, high school show, and the whitest, blondest girl on the show could pull off a patois and bring you a talk like, it's just the culture. It's just everyone knows.
You sponge off for what surrounds you.
As you should, yeah, man. This is the beauty of people are meant to be together and meant to mix up, and I really, I love going out and seeing any establishment with just a great mix of different people all sitting together. Just it's the way the world's supposed to be, man. We're all people. We're all supposed to. Put our arms around each other, love each other.
Well, yo, man, from the music video world to the movie world, congratulations on the level up. SuperFly is the motion picture event everybody need to be here for. The date you need to check for is June 13th, and if you see this after the fact, go make sure it's at a theater near you. Go see it.
Yeah, man.
And if you see it in a barbershop being sold before July, they're bootlegging it. Not cool. Go see the actual movie.
Go to the theater, man. Have a good time. Find your most rambunctious neighborhood to go see this movie. You want to have a good time. You want to,
I want black people yelling at the theaters.
Yeah, all that.
I want all of that.
All that. Yeah.
That's why I hate that I didn't go to the schools. A lot of times when you go to premieres, like the first premiere, like it's gonna be like the most rowdy rat.
We was live last night, bro. We was.
You smoking weed in the theater or not?
Nah. We couldn't take it all the way there, but folks was definitely having a good time.
Word, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody at SCAD, man, who held that down, man. But I'm definitely checking out this week, man.
Great.
I'm excited for the whole process, man.
Thank you.
One time for Director X.
Hey, thank you.
SuperFly, go see it.
Yeah, man.
My man.